Life is a shadow that walks. Shakespeare wrote that line, but it could have been any one of us whispering into the dark at 3:17 a.m., sitting on the edge of the bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering why we were dropped into existence without instructions. We're improvised actors on a stage no one built for us. The play begins before we arrive. It ends without warning. No official script, no director. And if we're being honest, nobody here really knows what they're doing. This feeling, that quiet ache of I don't know why I'm here, followed humanity long before language, long before fire, back when our earliest ancestors looked up at a night sky so monstrously vast it didn't even bother to explain itself. They woke inside a world of jagged teeth, venom, storms, and mysteries. The universe has always been enormous. We were just slow to understand the size of the room we were born into. And when we finally understood, fear was born. Fear built myths, rituals, gods, rules, omens, taboos, and sacred stories carved into bone. We invented meaning because consciousness hurts. Even then, we sensed, without vocabulary to express it, that our time here is painfully short. Now we know more. And somehow, that made things stranger. Science showed us the stars don't shine for us. They just shine. That we're not the center of anything. That we're arranged piles of stardust held together by improbable physics. That we orbit a mediocre star in a quiet suburb of a random galaxy. And that this galaxy is just one among billions, floating in a cosmic fabric our languages were never built to describe. Most of the universe doesn't care about us. And yet, we care about everything. We care obsessively. About jobs, about likes, about reputations, about small dramas, about ancient guilt we keep hidden in a private box only we ever open. This is where nihilism walks onto the stage. And this is where most people turn away, afraid of the dark. But what comes next isn't pessimism, it's freedom. The quiet, subversive, luminous philosophy of optimistic nihilism. The idea that nothing matters by default. And that's precisely why we're free to choose what matters. If the universe offers no meaning, that's not a punishment. It's an invitation. If there's no script, we can write one. If God is dead, as Nietzsche said, then we inherited his creative powers, not to rule, but to give shape to the silence. And the silence is fertile. Let's walk through it. Our first reaction to nihilism is usually fear. Fear of the void, fear of wasting life, fear of being irrelevant, fear of realizing we'll spend eternity the same way we spent eternity before being born, not existing. But this fear isn't a flaw. It's our psychology. The human mind wasn't built to contemplate galaxies. It was built to avoid predators and find shelter before the rain. Our brain manufactures meaning the way lungs draw air. It creates stories because living without narrative is painful. That's why we read signs in coincidences. Why we say days have energy. Why a bird at a window feels symbolic. Why dreams feel prophetic. Why we search for reasons behind everything that happens. We're symbolic creatures. Remove symbols and the world turns flat. Remove texture and emotional gravity vanishes with it. Nietzsche saw all this long before we did. He knew the fall of religion wouldn't leave us godless. It would leave us storyless. And he was right. Without a grand narrative to live inside, we try to build tiny private ones. And with that, another kind of pain begins. We try to be good students, good parents, good partners, good friends. We fill our days with deadlines, expectations, comparisons, calendars, invisible responsibilities. Each one weighs almost nothing, but together they crush. So we get anxious, burned out, depressed, exhausted from having to manufacture meaning every day of our lives. You blame yourself for not doing enough, for not being enough, for not knowing what you want. Curious, isn't it? The universe doesn't care about any of this. but you care deeply. People often treat nihilism as surrender, as if nothing matters means nothing is worth living for. That's the weak form of nihilism, the one Nietzsche feared. But there's a stronger version, a version that stares into the abyss and grins back. The nihilism that understands this simple truth. If nothing matters universally, then everything can matter personally. You're free. Free to create, choose, reinvent, fail, try again, rebuild, redefine. This is optimistic nihilism, the kind Michael Stater popularized in bright colors, the flame Nietzsche imagined in the Übermensch, not as a superior being, but as a being who builds values where none existed, and the kind Sartre described as radical freedom. It's not about the absence of value. It's about the freedom to choose value. It's about putting the heavy suit of obligation on the ground and breathing for the first time. Nothing matters objectively, and that's why something can matter to you. Science doesn't try to soothe the soul, but it does, sometimes without meaning to. Life is short. The universe is indifferent. Entropy wins. But hidden inside that bleakness is a strange blessing. You exist because of an astronomical accident so unlikely it borders on the absurd. Your body is a temporary arrangement of ancient stardust. Your thoughts are cosmic echoes shaped into patterns by chance. You are literally the universe observing itself, a brief flicker of awareness inside an ocean of silence. Consciousness is rare, fragile, temporary, and absurd. And precisely because of that, it's precious. Biology shows species appear and vanish. Physics shows everything changes. Cosmology shows the universe will likely die someday. Which means what you do in this sliver of time, this microscopic now, is the only moment in which anything ever truly happens. There's no reprise, no archival backup, no cosmic judge. So why live as if you're trying to impress someone? Social norms are stories we invented to survive each other. Useful stories, but still stories. Living fully inside them is like wearing a costume that never quite fits. The seams itch. The fabric pulls. Optimistic nihilism reveals what most people never admit out loud. Many of the norms we obey were never real. They were temporary agreements, cultural fashions, shared hallucinations. You don't have to live inside them. You can choose your stories, your roles, your values, your scale of importance. If nothing has inherent meaning, then you're not obligated to obey systems that never asked for your consent. This isn't rebellion, it's clarity. Nearly all guilt comes from a single illusion, that someone is watching, a silent judge, a god, society, your parents, your boss, your future self. It doesn't matter who you imagine. The effect is the same. But if you look closely, you'll notice something unsettling and oddly freeing. There is no judge, not outside your mind. The universe doesn't care if you fail. It doesn't care if you're lost, or confused, or clumsy, or tired, or starting over for the 11th time. The weight you feel isn't cosmic, it's internal. A shadow cast by fear, not reality. Optimistic nihilism lets you set that weight down gently and walk away. So what matters? If nothing matters, then anything can matter. Not because it's eternal, but because it's temporary. You don't love because love has objective value. You love because your chest feels less heavy when you do. You don't enjoy sunsets because they're important. You enjoy them because they're beautiful. You don't take care of friends because the universe demands it. You do it because life hurts less when you share it. Meaning isn't imposed from above. It's chosen from within. That's where optimistic nihilism blooms. Optimistic nihilism doesn't ask you to abandon responsibility. It asks you to abandon despair. It suggests something quieter, gentler, almost embarrassingly human. Feel what's here now. Don't carry weights that aren't yours. Accept the absence of a script. Create small joys. Notice the beauty of improbability. Don't try to win life, just live it. Help because you want to, not because you're being watched. Cherish the temporary because it's temporary. This doesn't make you careless. In the end, everything will vanish. You, me, the house you live in, the city you grew up in, the planet, the sun, the galaxy, everything. And strangely, that isn't tragic. It's beautiful, because it turns every moment into something unrepeatable. Every laugh, every conversation, every mistake, every warm meal, every small mercy, every morning when you wake up tired and irritated and still move forward. Life is precious because it ends. It's fragile because it's real. It's beautiful because it makes no sense. It's light because nothing lasts. No one will remember you in 1 billion years. And that's liberating. Live, feel, try, choose your meaning. Enjoy the absurd. Embrace the nothing. Turn it into your freedom. At the end, there's only silence. And until it arrives, you're allowed to sing. We spend our lives trying to hold the world together with meaning. Tiny meanings, borrowed meanings. Meanings we inherit without noticing. And somewhere along the way, we start to believe that every step we take is being measured. That someone, somewhere, is keeping score. That if we don't get it right, the job, the relationships, the timing, we'll fall behind in a race we never agreed to run. But here's the quiet, terrifying, liberating truth. Nothing matters by default. Nothing is written. Nothing is owed. The universe isn't watching. There is no cosmic jury, no celestial clipboard tracking your mistakes. And once that realization stops burning, it begins to bloom. Because if nothing matters automatically, then everything you choose becomes meaningful on your terms. A laugh shared with someone you care about. A moment of silence that feels strangely peaceful. A small act of kindness no one else witnessed. A dream you chase simply because your chest feels warmer when you do. Meaning isn't out there. It's here, in your hands. Fragile, temporary, beautiful because it can disappear at any moment. When you truly understand that, life doesn't become empty. It becomes lighter. You don't have to impress the universe. You don't have to carry the expectations of everyone around you. You don't have to pretend you know the script. You're free to write your own. And maybe that's the softest kind of miracle. In a world where nothing is guaranteed, you get to choose what matters. If this message meant something to you, even if just for a moment, even if it made you breathe differently or see yourself with a bit more gentleness, then you've already given something back just by being here. Truly, watching, listening, reflecting, that alone supports the channel more than you realize. But if you feel that familiar spark of, I want to help this continue, then consider becoming a channel member. Members get early access, deeper posts, behind-the-scenes thoughts, and a space that feels more like a small circle than a crowd. It's a way of saying, this matters to me. I want to walk a little closer. And if membership isn't possible, the Super Thanks feature is another way to show appreciation in your own timing, your own way. Even the smallest contribution sends a clear message. This touched me. Keep going. But please know this with sincerity. Your presence is already a form of support. Sharing the video, leaving a comment, letting the message reach someone else who needs it. That alone helps this channel grow more than you think. Still, if you choose to go further, thank you. It means more than the algorithm will ever understand.